Good morning, it's Tuesday, November the 16th, and you're watching AGORACOM Small Cap News TV. I'm your host, Paul Kondakos. AGORACOM TV is a daily, fast-paced show bringing you the best press releases along with the halts at the open so that you can hopefully profit from them and potentially find your next great small cap investment. Folks, I got 5 great press releases to report on this morning. 1 out of the Canadian side, I've got 4 out of the U.S. side, and I've got no halts to report on at this moment. So without any further ado, let's get down to business. Our lead story comes out of a company called Donner Metals. They trade on the TSX Venture under the symbol DON. Disclaimer time, they aren't a AGORACOM marketing client. However, as always, the news stands on its own 2 feet. Today, the company is announcing results from their ongoing exploration program at the Matagami camp, which is highlighted by the intersection of 2.35% copper over 9 meters. So great concentration, great intercept there. This is in the emerging mineralized trend in the radial area of the project. Of significance is that new geophysics and drilling has now connected this area with the north flank trend, which is the host of past producing mines. A little bit more about the company. Their flagship project is a Matagami project option and joint venture with Xstrata Canada Corporation. So they're JV'd with Xstrata. Always good when one of the majors is in there. Gives it third-party credibility. A little bit more about the company. They're last at 28 cents, high of 37 cents, low of 17 cents, market cap of approximately $31 million. Moving on to the U.S. side, our first company, American Lorain Corporation. They trade on the New York Stock Exchange Amex under the symbol ALN. They're an international processed snack foods, convenient foods, and frozen foods company based in China. We're reporting on their third quarter ended September 30th, 2010. Highlights which include net sales were $48 million. There's a 24% increase year over year. Gross profit of $11 million, an increase of 18% year over year. Net income of $5.1 million represents a 13% increase. And the earnings per share are at 16 cents. It's actually down 11% year over year, so I'm assuming there was some dilution in the company. If you're interested, obviously take a look, do some due diligence to ensure that you know what's actually going on with the company. They're last at 278, high of 418, low of 245, market cap of approximately $74 million. Moving on to our next company, China Carbon Graphite. They trade on the over-the-counter bulletin board under the symbol CHGI. They are a wholesale supplier of fine grain and high purity graphite in China. We're reporting on their third quarter ended September 30th, 2010. Highlights include revenue of $10 million, represents an 80% increase. Gross profit of $2.5 million represents a 62% increase. Net income of $1.9 million represents an increase of 100%. And earnings per share at 9 cents, it represents an increase of 50% year over year. Company's last at 99 cents, high of 350, low of 45 cents. Market cap of approximately $20 million. Now I'm looking at these numbers, market cap of $20 million. In this past quarter, they did almost $2 million in net income. So take a look at the company. Maybe it's too good to be true, I'm not sure, but definitely looks like it's an opportunity for those of you who are interested in the small cap Chinese companies. Moving on to our next company, Emerald Dairy. They trade on the over-the-counter bulletin board under the symbol EMDY. They're a producer and distributor of Infinite Children's formula products. Reporting on their third quarter ended September 30th, 2010. Highlights include net sales of $13 million. It's up 27% year over year. Gross profit $6.5 million, up 41% year over year. GAAP net income $1.5 million, up 66% year over year. And adjusted net income of $2 million, up 127% year over year. Last at $1.20. High of $1.91, low of 80 cents, market cap of approximately $41 million. And finally, moving on to China Wind Systems, reporting on their third quarter ended September 30th, 2010. The company is a supplier of forged rolled rings and other forged components to the wind power industry. We've got some highlights. Net revenue increased 32% year over year to $21 million. Operating income increased 21% year over year to $4.1 million. EBITDA increased 28% year over year to $5.1 million, and net income increased 19% to $3 million. Last at 464, high of 820, low of 364, market cap of approximately $82 million. Whoever said there was a slowdown in China, these numbers say otherwise. Great numbers. Love these Chinese companies. Real revenues, and most of them have some great net income, which is increasing year over year. You might want to take a look at them. You can find the full report on the AGORACOM site, front page agoracom.com. That's a wrap for today's show. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully you'll join us again here tomorrow. We've got more great press releases and halts at the open for you.